here. So in your pre-show notes to us, you said that there was a downward spiral leading to the beginnings of a raging body count until there was, let's see.
Ouch, man.
What? No, this is
verbatim there.
Yeah, you sent them. These were prompts I sent you before the show. You said until a stint with drugs led to a tragedy in your early 20s, which is also a very volatile subject to speak on. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine. You said, okay, we're going to skip that. But just to get a bit of a timeline here, you said you had an initial, your words, not mine, HOE phase. You said that you were struggling with sex addiction and currently still are. You're in your second phase. Can you give us a scope of your sex addiction? Like when you say sex addiction, were you having sex with a new man every single day of the week? How did that look like?
I had like no base self-worth, I think, in my early life, like my teens. And I think because the family that I grew up in was so cold, I was just desperate for, the first word you want to say is attention. But I think it was more like validation. Like, am I real? Somebody touch me, please, because I'm dying inside.
Okay. So what is the scope of the sex addiction?
On the weekends, probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was, if I was going out.
Different guys?
Yeah.
Each night?
Well, yeah.
Multiple men?
To a teenage boy, you're disposable.
Multiple men each night, or?
Not multiple within the same day, no. I could never do that.
Have you ever had more than one guy in the same day? It's okay. We have actually had previously another woman who was a sex addict on, and she said that she would regularly sleep with like 5 men in a day.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's icky.
What the hell?
Yeah,
who has the time?
I'd run out of soap.
Or the energy.
I don't know.
Who has the anything?
So Thursday, you said Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just a new guy every day, basically.
Yeah, but that was a very long time ago.
Long time ago, sure. That was your initial, got it. Was that kind of the crescendo of the sex addiction?
Well, I started dating someone. I don't know how to answer that question.
Well, you said like you would go out Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, which is not so much of a different answer as you might hear from a typical college girl who parties Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Would you be hooking up with men, like new men, every single day?
It wasn't intentional. I mean, I would have stuck with one.
I'm not making a judgment. I'm just asking for you to kind of, when you say sex addiction, what is the scope of the sex addiction?
Always looking. Like,
okay, so
thinking ahead, planning ahead, searching. Where's my next fix going to come from? Like,
what do you think motivated this? What does motivate it? Because it sounds like you're not looking for a serious relationship. Is it male validation? Is there something inside of you that you're trying to fill? Like, what is it? Why are you pursuing this?
I like the way it feels.
Okay, so you like
it's a great
you like the physical
relief.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like it might have been motivated by some sort of trauma in your past or something?
I'm sure, yeah. Because of the content that I am hoping to get into, that's definitely a trauma release.
Okay.
Do you feel like there might be healthier ways to release that trauma?
Like what?
I don't know.
Yoga.
Can I ask?
I feel like
because I don't know either.
Worse, honestly.
So
Yeah,
it sounds like during your journey with Christ and when you were actively attending church was the duration of your celibacy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Did that? I know you said that you had some sort of event in your life that ended your belief in Christ, but was there anything other than pursuing God and attending church and pursuing religion that kept you from like getting into following after your desires?
I don't really understand your question.
Is there anything besides, during your time of celibacy, is there anything besides God that was stopping you from pursuing sex?
No, that was kind of the point.
So, okay, you said there was a 10-year celibacy and there was a hiatus from all things. You went back to the church, you walked away from it, and then after discovering certain defects that led me to be angry, you started another subsequent HOE phase. You said that subsequent HOE phase started in 2020. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, when you say there was a second HOE phase, when you say HOE phase, what does that mean? What is a HOE phase to you?
That's just like looking to hook up.
Let me be more precise in my question. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, what is the frequency with which you were sleeping with new men? 2 new men a week, 3 new men a week, 4 new men a week?
Well, if I meet somebody and I hit it off with them and, it's like prime banging, then that's where I want to stay.
Okay, but so what goes through my mind when you say HOE phase, that typically relates to promiscuity and having many sexual partners. So I'm just trying to get some understanding. Are we talking a new guy?
One at a time for me.
What
Okay,
Brian's asking is, what is the frequency of new partners that you would have? Would it be like 1 new guy every week, 2 new guys every week? Would it be like how many partners would you have in the span of a month?
I think her answer is as long as
just please let her answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't answer that because it's like, if you want to know my history of it, it's, if I meet somebody through Bumble or wherever and it goes there because of, whatever, like, because the vibe has to be right. It's not just like you're a meat sack and I want to jump on you. There actually has to be a connection.
We don't need the minutia of how you feel about the guy. I'm just asking just a very factual question, trying to decipher. And I was trying to get to it actually during your first HOE phase too. How
That was a
frequently,
different phase.
right? And perhaps you can answer for both. And if you want to average it out, because perhaps there are periods where you were more active, other periods where you were a little less active, how frequently would you be hooking up with new guys?
When I was younger, that would have been a different guy every night for those 3 days during the week.
So for example, let's say over the course of the month, 4 weeks in a month, there would be 10 to 12 guys per month.
Okay. Are you trying to get to a body count?
No, I'm not. I mean, we could if you want, but I'm trying to, because sex addiction is something very specific. So I'm trying to understand like the degree to the sex addiction.
He's trying to understand the amount of turnover that you had with men.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really like the turnover, but if they don't
I'm not
stick-
asking whether you like it or
it's
not.
a question, what was the turnover? He's trying to understand the nature of the sex addiction. What was the turnover of men? In a 6-month span, how many guys would there have been?
I can't say that. I don't know.
50, 100?
You don't need to give us an exact number, but a range. Here, I'll do the math here. You said Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So that's three guys.
Let's say it's 10
times 4 for a month.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. That's 10.
Donated $99. Girl in the baby blue outfit. As a Taurus, I am forever chasing red flags. Lol HMU.
Okay, there you go. So
down
here,
for you crazy.
Yo, Cam H, thank you. Good to see you in the chat, man. So okay, if it's
so 3 dudes per week,
3 dudes per
4
week,
weeks in a month. That's 12 guys in a month. How long was the HOE phase?
In a 6-month period, let's say it's just
About
10.
4 years, but I can't say that I kept that pace.
Hold on.
Seaberg donated
like 500 guys in a 4-year time.
There's no way.
$99. It is my belief that you can't spend life pursuing pleasure. It leads to a dead end where nothing brings you pleasure. You have to allow for the ups and downs. Without the downs, there are no ups. Try allowing yourself peace past the boredom. Try meditation.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you, Seaberg. So okay, yeah, 3 a week. Let's say it's 10 a month.
I mean, she said it lasted for like 4 years, so
100 a year.
That'd be like
100 a year.
No, I remember
50
when
a
I
year?
was young, I
Okay.
tried to like actually keep names at one point, and I didn't.
You
get-
could just answer the question.
It was like
You could just
50,
answer the question.
you know.
'Cause I can.
for my younger life. I know that it wasn't more than 50.
Okay, and then what about the second phase, which I think you're currently in, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
What is the scope of your current? Since it's more recent, maybe it's might be a little easier to recall. what's the scope of your current?
Not necessarily, because once somebody is gone, they're gone out of my memory too. I mean, literally like an magic
I don't need a
eraser.
precise number. You don't need to say 77. Just like a range would be good.
I don't know.
A range. Is it more than? Is it that you don't know, or that you don't want to reveal it
I
because
know.
it's
I
embarrassing
talk
information?
to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. I
What do you say
text a
when
lot.
you say talk to? Do you mean
Text,
have
mostly
sexual
like,
intercourse with?
No.
Okay, just
I
curious.
think, Brian, I think there's a 0% chance we're
Yeah.
going to get a clear answer out of it. I think we should move on.
One more chance here. What do we? Here
Do
in
you
the
know,
past,
do you know the definition of insanity?
I'm fucking insane. Here in the past year, this is very recent. How many guys do you think you've hooked up with in the past year? Tell you what, I'll be
Maybe-
calendar year 2023.
Maybe
Okay,
6.
6.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's
Like I said, I
Are we
prefer.
are we missing a 0 on the end of that or no?
sex addiction. Hello,
Relax.
hoe phase.
Like I said, I prefer buddies. You know, if somebody wants
Okay,
to stick
sure.
around and do the job, then
Sure. Gotcha. Okay. I have some further notes here. I'll come back to you later, though. Let me do a couple chats. We have Rippy here. Ladies who think there are no good men left, have you sought a man of God? If not, I would say to you, if there is no moral structure guiding a man and subservience to that structure, God, are you really surprised the men you find are not good?
It's a banger super chat.
A banger super chat from Rippy.
Fantastic.